you are watching this video, you probably have decided to start trading or are thinking about starting to trade. And a lot of people don't realize that trading will either make you or break you. A lot of people don't really know that. They think trading is easy, you just click a few buttons on a screen, but they don't really realize the negative impacts it has on your mind, your mindset, your mental health in general. Like a lot of people nearly end their lives because of trading, and not many people talk about that. Like gurus are not going to tell you that, but a lot of people genuinely end. Can I even say that on YouTube? They end their existence. You know, they end their existence on because they couldn't make it in trading, or it was just too much. And trading will take you to that break point where it's either going to make you or break you. Trading will either make you the best person you've ever been, or it will literally just break you down. Now, I'm not saying that to discourage anyone that's planning to start trading or have just started trading, but you need to genuinely just ask yourself if trading is for you. You know what I mean? Is trading good? Yes, you can make a lot of money with trading. You can, like, once you just pass a certain point in trading and you just become profitable, it's easy. From there on, it's so much easier. And a lot of gurus tell that trading is mostly psychological or mostly technical. You know, there's always a difference of opinions, but yes, it is mostly technicals, and psychology does play an important role in it. But sometimes it is mostly psychological when it comes to trading. Like, it is based on your psychology, how good your mindset is when it comes to trading trades. Are you able to stick to your plans? Are you able to not deviate from your strategy? You know what I mean? So it does come back to psychology and how strong you are mentally. Because if you have a problem with greed, like trading is such a good industry because it shows who you are as a person from the inside. If you are greedy, that will show on the charts. It will show on your MT5 account. It will show when you start losing trades after trades, when you start revenge trading. When you start revenge trading, it will show, right? If you're a greedy person, or if you're a mentally unstable person, if you're very emotional, that will show as well. Trading will literally, whoever you are as a person, trading will just amplify that. It will just magnify who you are. So it really shows who you are deep down as a person. And it's good because now you have the option to fix it, or you can just stay as you are. For me, I had a big problem. Now, obviously every trader is going to be greedy. You know, it's gonna, like, no one wants to lose money. You know, it's a natural emotion. Everyone wants money. Everyone loves making money. Everyone loves to win, and no one loves to lose. It's human nature, right? It's not, you know, I'm not gonna come in and say it's not, but if you can't control that, if you're not able to just, you know, take your emotions out of trading, trade with a strategy, trade with some rules, you know, some solid rules, trade with a calmly collected mind, then you pretty much will never succeed in trading. Because what happens is a lot of people come in trading, they watch a video or two, maybe a course, whatever. They will, after learning how to trade, they'll go out and implement what they've learnt. They'll open a live account, or maybe just buy like a very expensive funded account, and they'll just blow it from the first go. Literally, they'll just blow their account because they don't know what they're doing. They'll just blow their account. They have no knowledge in trading, or they don't have any proper knowledge in trading. They think it's enough just to watch a few videos and that's it. That's all you have to do. But they're not prepared for trading. They haven't seen a loss. They're not used to losing at all. So when it comes to a period like a losing streak, a 1 week losing streak, they will just think the strategy doesn't work and then move on. Then move on to another strategy. And then it might work for maybe 2 weeks, and maybe 1 week might be a little bit of a rough week. They might be losing that week, and then they think the strategy doesn't work. They move on to another strategy. It's a never-ending cycle. And then you also got people that stick to one strategy, but they change their risk management, they change the rules. So when they have a losing streak of, let's say, 6 trades in a row, they think, you know what, let me just lower down my risk to, let's say, instead of risking 1%, they will start risking 0.5%, thinking that will somehow, improve their trading. But they don't realize that after the 6 losing streak, that could be a beginning of a new winning streak. But because you're now risking only 0.5%, you're missing out on a lot of profits because you just change your risk management. Whereas if you kept it consistent, you would have been completely fine. So a lot of people, trading's not easy. Trading is 100% not easy. It's not what they say online. It's you are going to lose a lot of money. You have to accept that. It's going to take some time. You have to also accept that. Whenever you start trading, you have to accept the fact that it's not going to take a month. It's going to take a long while, bro. You have to at least give yourself 6 months to a year to just master trading. It's not going to come quickly. Like you can't just take signals from your mentor and then expect that you're going to start making money out of it. Maybe you do. Maybe you take some signals. Maybe it does work. But even if you take signals, you're not learning anything. It's your mentor telling you how to take trades. It's basically someone else taking trades for you. You're not actually taking the trades, even though you're physically, clicking and placing your positions. But if your mentor was not there, would you be able to trade the same way? That's a question. Would you be able to trade the same way? That's why I was saying, like, signals, they're not good. They're not, like, yes, they're good while you're learning, so you can kind of get used to it. Especially if you know what you're doing, but in the long run, you want to actually learn how to trade by yourself, because your mentor's not going to always be there, and trade signals are not going to be always available. So it comes down to you as a person to learn how to trade, learn your risk management, get your psychology right, and master trading. And trading is actually not like trading as a whole. If you have to sum everything up in a few sentences, how to become profitable, it is actually not that hard at all. A lot of course sellers will try to complicate it. They will tell you that they will try to sell the course or whatever, and they will blame it on the strategy. They will tell them that they have the best strategy in the market, whatever. They'll tell you they have the best AI bots to trade for you, and these gurus, man, they will tell you everything. They will tell you everything. As long as you buy their course, that's all they want. But what I'm going to tell you, I'm not selling anything. I don't sell courses, bro. I've been doing this shit for years, bro. Well, not years, but a solid 1 or 2 years now. And I didn't really buy. I only bought one course, but that course wasn't the reason why I became profitable, if that makes sense. I literally learned everything from YouTube and from my own mistakes, and from just back testing, looking at the charts, going back, seeing what works, what doesn't. You don't need a course. Obviously a course can help you, but you don't need a course. And there's no such thing as a 100% win rate or whatever. These gurus tell that there's strategies, 99% win rate strategies, whatever. They'll blame it on the strategy when in reality it's not the strategy. You know what I mean? It's you can't blame it on the strategy. It's not the strategy. It's you as a person who trades their strategy. Because that was a voice crack. Damn. Anyway, if you take a strategy, right, you can, even if you implement the right way, but if your psychology is not in place, you will blow that account anyway. You'll blow your money. You lose that account because your psychology is not in the right place. If you're not able to stick to your plan, to your rules, to your strategy, it doesn't matter what strategy I give you, even if it's a 99% win rate strategy, you're gonna somehow lose money because you're not mentally not in the right place. So when it comes to trading, all you really need to become successful in trading is 3 things: psychology, master your technicals, and risk management, and that's it, bro. That's literally it. That's all you need. Forget about all these gurus. Forget about what they're saying, bro. For me, well, the thing that made the most amount of difference in my trading, like, you know, the aha moment, that was literally when I started back testing my strategy and just finding out why my trades are losing, and finding patterns and why they're losing. Maybe all my trades they lost at exactly 7 p.m. Well, then just don't take trades at 7 p.m. Simple as that. If you find patterns, common patterns in between your trades, you're losing trades, and then you just cut them out. And if you can cut them out, then you win more than you lose. Simple as that. And bro, it's literally that simple. If you can just find a strategy either on YouTube or make your own. Now, me personally, I just made my own strategy from the ground up using all the elements of like from all the people's strategies on YouTube and whatever I learned from trading, and I just combined that into making my own strategy. And by the way, if you want me to, you know, make a video on how I trade, you know, my strategy, comment down below. I'll do that. I'll literally put out my strategy on YouTube for free. I literally don't sell shit. I don't sell courses, bro, because I understand how hard it was to like just find something that works. And then, I mean, now I realize it's not really the strategy. Like, it wasn't the strategy that was the problem. It was me as a person. So as long as you can find a strategy, you know, you back test it, you see on the charts that it works, and you can, you know, it works perfectly for you. Like, you're not over trading. You're trading when it's convenient for you, your time, you know, your time zone. You're trading a good pair or a good amount of pairs, depending what, you know, you're on a strategy. And the strategy is simple. Like, you want the strategy to be simple. The more simple it is, the more money you make, and the less trades you are able to take, the more calm you're gonna be as a person. The more, like, mentally, the more calm you're gonna be, and when you are calm, you're gonna therefore take better trades. You make better decisions. So yeah, you don't need to trade that much. You don't need to be taking like 3 trades a day. Like 3 trades a week is probably enough. That's all you need. Find a strategy, restrict the strategy. You know, you want to restrict your strategy, make it to a point where you're only taking high quality setups, like A+ setups, or just A grade setups. You want quality setups instead of quantity. Like, you want quality instead of quantity. You want to take the best setups and just refine your strategy down to a point where it's just like super simple to, like, you read the charts and it's easy. It's easy to take a trade with it. Secondly, you wanna make sure you're trading at a time window. So you want to restrict, because you don't want to be sitting on the charts for like hours and hours. You want to find an average, like when exactly your average trade occurs, maybe what session, what time zone, and then just trade that session for that pair. You want to cut out all the other noise. You want to be trading. You don't want to be looking at all the sessions, all the times. You don't want to be looking at all the time frames. Pick one time frame and then one session, or like one like time range, and that's it. And then that's you know, refine your strategy a little bit. Like, back test it a lot. You have to back test a lot. You have to journal your back testing. See what you know, any patterns that occurs. And then find a way to make restrict your strategy and take like the best A+ setups, and that's it. That's all you need for a strategy. And then for risk management, all you need is just risk 1%. Find your win rate. If your win rate is, let's just say 60% win rate, so that means you out of 10 trades you win 6 and you lose 4. Let's say on average you go for like a 1-to-2 or 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Then even if you lose 4 trades, you still win 6 trades. You lose 4%, and you gain 6 times 3 or 6 times 4, like 8, like anywhere from like 24%. I mean, that's still a big 24% is a lot. 24% is enough to pass your challenge, you know. Assuming you take 10 trades in a week, then yeah, 24% is enough more than enough to pass a challenge, a funded challenge. But risk management, you know, find a consistent rule of how you risk when you take your trades. So whenever you take a trade, you want to risk 1%, and that's it. You don't want to increase your risk, decrease it. Like, keep it very consistent. If you want to risk 1%, keep it at 1%. Don't change it. And then say your target. Are you trying to aim for a minimum of like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and then have like trading stop loss or trading take profit, whatever. Maybe take partials. It's up to you how you want to do it. That's why I have to experiment, see. That's why I have to backtest and see what works and what doesn't. And then finally, the last bit is just psychology. So if you can just master your emotion, like don't get attached to not the money and not the outcome of your trades, then you pretty much, these are the only two main things that happen or that affect your psychology when it comes to trading. So if you can just not be affected by the money, whether it's making money or losing money, or not be affected by whether or not you become profitable very quickly or not, you know, whether or not like you've taken a lot of losses maybe this week, if you can just not react to that, not be emotional to that, then that's it. So all these three things together what makes a profitable trader, and that sums it up. That's all you need to do.